Hi, guys, and happy Valentine's Day. Today I'm going to be your Valentine because, as you know, this is the first year for me without Skeety. So, this is my first Valentine's Day without him, and it's very, very depressing. So, what we're going to do is, like I said, I'll be your Valentine. And we're going to go through some really fun records. What I did was pull a crate, um, just a crate of random creative records, but it's a crate of records that is right next to my phonograph. It's some records that I play a lot, and some of my favorites are in here. So let's go through them. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. First one. It's something that Craig gave me. A Rob Zombie film, The Munsters, the soundtrack. This is so amazing. I love this. I love Rob. This is the most amazing thing. This thing weighs a ton because it's a 2-record set and it has a book in there and it has an art print and everything. But I want you to see the vinyl on this because it's so beautiful. We have one disc that is Herman colored and one disc. Look at that. Look at that vinyl. Is that remarkable? So we have that, and the other one is like that. So this is Lily, and that was Herman, and the green one was Herman. Isn't that remarkable? And Rob Zombie releases some of the most amazing vinyl. He just caters to the fans. And speaking about catering to the fans and being really, really cool, just before I came on, I was watching Dee Snider's interview with the PMRC, and I just amazing. I mean, I cheer him on whenever I hear it, and I haven't heard it in years. And I remember when the PMRC started putting stickers on our records, and we were all pissed about it. And Zappa was very, very, very vocal about it. I believe John Denver was even very vocal about it, even though his records would never be stickered. You know what I mean? But Zappa, of course, very vocal. Dee Snider, very vocal, and both of them made extremely excellent arguments, and it was just great. It was great to watch. All right, so next up, I got a lot of stuff here too, because I don't think anybody's here today. I don't think anybody's going to be here today, but you'll be able to watch this afterwards anyway. I hope you can hear me really well because I'm trying a new microphone setup, and I won't know if this is okay until I play it back. If I had someone here to tell me it's okay, then I would know. But anyway. Radiohead Bends, one of my favorite albums of all time. This is such a great record. Such a great record. Oh my gosh. This has Bones on it. I relate to Bones. I totally relate to the song Bones. It is so remarkable. This is one of those albums that every song is great. It's just one of those, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you get very, very excited. I've loved that album for years. It was another one that never left my CD player when it came out, and just embedded in my mind. Just amazing. So I'm wearing some red today, but Susie, I love you. Hi, thanks for being there. And thanks for my trip to the thrift. Thank you so much for that because I found three of my favorite things ever. You know, I found that beautiful, beautiful ideal doll. She made me very, very happy. Oh, oh, it does sound good. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Oh, you love Radiohead too? Yeah, absolutely. But that ideal doll makes me so happy. I have her standing in the music room right now, and I took a picture of her. She has like all these joints, you know. Her head is jointed, her neck, her waist. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, her waist, her legs, her arms, of course, her ankles. So I posed her in such a way, and I took a picture and I sent it to my cousin, and I said, "She looks real. She looks real. I think maybe she might be haunted. She's probably running around my house at night." And that's pretty fun. And, that little Santa, oh my god, he's so freaking cute. And that's all because of you. And every time I look at these things, I'm gonna think of you, and that's what it's all about. So, yeah, this is all the only red shirt I think I have was my Uncle Floyd shirt. So I put my Uncle Floyd shirt on because he's great. We love him, and he is local to us. And you used to live in Jersey, so you probably know Uncle Floyd. He had a stroke. He had a stroke recently. So the last time he was at Record King was really the last time he was okay. When I took pictures with him and stuff, and so we haven't seen him in since he had the stroke, which is really sad. So all right, let's move on to another record. This one is Psych Out, a tribute to the Beatles. This is one of my favorite things ever. This is a compilation with very great psych bands doing Beatles songs. So I love psych and I love certain Beatles songs, and this is amazing. I absolutely recommend this to anybody that is likes Beatle covers because that's one of the things that I do. I love, absolutely love. All right, I got two things here, crazy things. This is Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. This is the yogi that the Beatles went to India to hang out with, and the Rolling Stones, and Marianne Faithfull, and a lot of people. But he was the one. So this album is for him. Yes, we always watched Uncle Floyd, of course. And he used to come into the Record King a lot. And last time he came, he told us some great stories because he's a very funny guy. He's just a great guy. But yes, he had a stroke. And so he's not been around. But hopefully he can recover. I hope he can recover because I love him. He's so fun. So this is the Maharishi that they went to India to study under. So this is a really fun thing to have. Not an easy thing to get, and I kind of love it. I really love it. I mean, it's crazy, but it's just the Maharishi speaking. You know what I mean? And this is the Radha Krishna Temple, and this was produced by George Harrison. So that's why I bring this up. Produced by George Harrison. You know, Harrison was heavily, heavily into Krishna. So this was his thing for a very long time. And so that's a crazy thing. I love it though. I have another Rob Zombie here. This is a picture disc. This Raymond gave me for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember which one. Christmas or birthday. Uh, Probably Christmas because my birthday is only no, my birthday's before. Yeah, it was Christmas because Record Store Day is Black Friday, and my birthday is before Black Friday in November. So this is so great. The guitar injection, Kool Aid electric conspiracy, and a picture disc. Beautiful. This is what I mean about Rob Zombie doing those beautiful things for collectors. Let's take another handful because I don't even know all the stuff that's in here. All right, I got a copy of Who's Next. Beautiful copy. Craig made sure I had one. I did have one back in the day, and Baba O'Reilly skipped. So Craig found me a new one, a really good one. And because Baba O'Reilly is one of my favorites, I love it so much. So I got that from Craigie. One of my favorite albums of all time. Another one that I wore out the CD in my truck, whatever I was driving at the time. Tangerine Dream Exit, and this is, of course, me and Carm are huge Tangerine Dream fans, and I think so is my cousin, who is Vinylverse here on YouTube. So maybe one day I'll be able to get Vinylverse to come on here live with me, since he is my cousin, you know. And I also want to get my cousin Donna on here, Susie. I want to get Donna on here too when she, uh, we got to work on it. We got to talk about some of the punk stories we want to tell and kind of put it together. But when she comes to visit, we will definitely do YouTube videos. But I'm trying to get her on here live with me just to talk about punk stuff and all that. But she said all her punk stuff is at her daughter's house right now. So she'd have to get it and bring it home to show it to us. Yeah, it would be really fun. I talked to my cousin for when I talk to my cousin on the phone, we talk for hours, hours. And sometimes sometimes I look at the clock and say, well, can I call Donna now? Because if we talk for hours, I'm not going to get to bed before my bedtime. You know what I mean? And we both know we're old punks and we don't stay up late anymore. Something that Craigie gave me, beautiful thing, fish heads. Look at this, fish heads. Oh my God. I love this. Look, that's the record right there. Fish heads. So beautiful. Barnes and Barnes. And I remember this was so bizarre. Back in the day, everybody was like, what the frig is that? And I was like, I love that. It's so crazy, artistic, whatever they were doing. And Craig got me the fish head vinyl of fish heads. And that is amazing. Oh, one of my favorites ever. This is the one my mom gave me for Christmas, but I have like 3 other versions of it also. But this is a Charlie Brown Christmas Vince Guaraldi Trio. One of my favorite Christmas records of all time, but this one is the limited snowflake version. So really beautiful. Let's show it. Look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? Oh my God. I have green vinyl on this. I have the original release of this from back in the day. But all these things that everybody knows this is a great album. And so they keep making it for collectors because there's nobody that doesn't love this, right? So fun. Love it so much. All right. I was turned on to this. Oops, I hit your mic. Hit the mic. I was turned on to this recently. I have been a fan of her for a long time. Broken English was one of my favorite albums by her. But this was a later one that I didn't have. Rich Kid Blues, Marianne Faithfull. Really great album. And she does The Long Black Veil, which is a classic Irish song. Beautiful song. She does Sad Lisa by Cat Stevens, one of my favorites. It's just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful album. So, and what year was this? Let's see if I can find it. 2017. So, a much later album for Mary Ann. All right, next we have Julian Lennon. Wait, John. I know I had a Julian Lennon in here too. This is John doing. This is a 12-inch single of Imagine a Working Class Hero. And this one is an import. I can't remember. But I know it's an import. Me and Craig were talking about this. It's an import. It's beautiful. 12-inch single. Let's pull some stuff from the back and see what we got here. Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. Nick Cave, one of my favorites. Nick Cave and Warren Ellis together with their movie soundtrack music. Amazing. So this one is the Proposition original soundtrack. Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. My favorite soundtrack by them is West of Memphis. It's not called what? Yeah, West of Memphis. Amazing stuff. Look at this. Cindy, do you collect records? You know a lot about music. You like a lot of the music that I like. Do you actually collect records? Or did you just go through these time periods like the punk, at the same time I did? Because you do know a lot about stuff, a lot about music. And writing, writers. A lot of books that I've read, you've read. So I think that's really cool. All right, we have the Phantom Dragsters. This is a beautiful thing. I love this kind of stuff. I got this from Dionysus, but it is on the Sleazy label. And this is new. What do you call it? New. Exotica. New, not even Exotica. What am I talking about? New surf. That kind of stuff. New like psychobilly surf, like kind of crazy things. Yeah, I guess Exotica is the right word. Really, yeah, yeah, because Chip of Kontiki, the Horror Island, Zombie Dance, really cool stuff. Ah, you worked in music stores. That's why you know everything. Okay, cool. So cool. To work in music stores is very, very cool. Because there were times when I said to Craig, Craig, you're not that cool. You're not that cool. And he would be like, hey, I worked in a record store since I was 12 years old. And he goes, that's pretty cool. I said, yeah, that is pretty cool. All right, one of my favorite bands in the world, okay? Social Distortion. In fact, I should have brought my Distortion T-shirt out because I wore that T-shirt only 14 years ago, and the shirt is like this big. So I'm like, how did I ever get this? How did I ever stretch up? Well, I was way smaller then, but anyway, Social Distortion, Prison Bound. I love this band. Oh God, they're so great. Uh, Dementor to Go, one of my favorite psychobilly bands. Crazy band, love them so much. Shadow Crypt, Surf Ride to Oblivion, just a great, 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 great band. Kicked Out of Hell is the name of the album. Very fun. I'm telling you, there's a lot of random stuff in here, and it's really fun to go through. Okay, the Who Live at Leeds, of course, but this is a special version that Craig gave me. It's got all kinds of oddball stuff in here. I mean, it's just amazing. There's the Notice Before Proceedings. We have Brock's Crystal Palace Fireworks. Bill. We have a picture of the band here in the record. A set list. Really very, very cool stuff. You see the set list. And then oh yeah, where they were playing. How fun. The Hippodrome in Brighton, Labor Hall, Oxley. Really, really cool. A lot of cool shit in here. I just love this. I love that set list. I wish that I had a set list, like a real set list of the Clash from back in the day. Really cool. Yeah, this is a great, great version of Live at Leeds. Craigie gave me that. Okay, Murder Junkies. Gigi Allen's brother, Merle. I love Merle. I mean, Gigi was crazy. There's no doubt he was crazy. But I loved him for his insanity. I loved him for his balls, what he did, right? But Merle is such a nice guy. I bought something from Merle back in the day. I mean, a couple of years ago. Merle was doing serial killer clothing. It was very, very cool. He was selling it on Facebook. And I texted him, messaged him, and I said, how much is that jacket? And he told me, and I said, I want it. And he sent it to me within 2 days. And It's the coolest jacket ever. I mean, look, we have John Wayne Gacy over here. We have Ed Gein. All the serial killers are on here. It's really crazy. But Merle is a heavy duty fan of he's just fascinated by serial killers, and so were me and Skeety. We always used to watch documentaries about serial killers. Like, if Skeety would find, Skeety was really fascinated by the Iceman. Remember the Iceman, Cindy, from, Susie, from Jersey? It was a Jersey thing, and it was, I didn't know about it until Skeety told me about it. But, yeah, it was called the Iceman or something, and he was a famous serial killer from Jersey. But anyway, so we were fascinated by these different things. And there's a great documentary, not documentary, interview with Merle, done by that guy Mark, Soft White Underbelly, here on YouTube. It's a 2-part interview, and Merle is so nice. He's just a nice guy who's into really bizarre stuff, So I watched that interview a few times. Oh, this is one of my favorite things. This is so insane. The Great Celebrity Sing-Off, Golden Throats. Oh, God, guys, this is something you gotta have. This is so insane. We have Leonard Nimoy, Sebastian Cabot, Eddie Albert, William Shatner, Jack Webb, Mae West, Andy Griffith. Oh, we got William Shatner twice because he's so great. Leonard Nimoy twice. And crazy songs like Proud Mary. I mean, like, Leonard Nimoy doing Proud Mary, really? And then we have William Shatner doing Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I've played that in podcasts because it's so freaking funny. And the other Shatner is Mr. Tambourine Man. Really? It's so hilarious. It is a great thing. And it's a must. It's a must own. Here's something that Craig gave me. This is the Rhino Brothers present the world's worst records. Look at this. Official. Oh, and it even comes with a barf bag. Like, when you go on an airplane and this is in the seat in front of you there in the little pocket. Warning, listening to this LP may induce internal discomfort. This container is provided for those with weak constitutions. So he grabbed it because it had the barf bag still attached, and there's some great stuff on here. There's a song on here called I Wanna Be Your Dog by the Seven Stooges. It's not Iggy's I Wanna Be Your Dog. We got Kinko the Clown by Ogden Edsel. Surfin' Tragedy by the Breakers. Really, really crazy. Look at that. I love it. Very, very fun. Okay, we have another Nick Cave and Warren Ellis soundtrack, The Road. Beautiful stuff. I'm telling you. If you want music that is just relaxing and awesome and beautiful, instrumental, it is Nick Cave and Warren Ellis all the way. I mean, I go to them all the time. All right, let's grab another handful. Okay. Drive-by Truckers. Okay, I had a very hard time finding this album. Pizza Deliverance. Great title. Like Deliverance, like the banjo and guitar thing. But this one, Drive By Truckers, crazy, crazy band, but they haven't I had to have this because they had a song called The Night Gigi Allen Came to Town. And when I heard that song, I had to get this album. And it was not easy to find. And I had an eBay search going, and I finally, it came up. So, okay, this is pretty cool. The Boys Next Door. This is Nick Cave pre Bad Seeds. So this is very, very early Nick Cave. And very, very good. Very interesting. Very cool. We got Nick, Mick, Tracy, Philip, Roland. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nick Cave is one of my favorite artists ever. We got Poison Idea. Record Collectors Are Still Pretentious Assholes LP. Poison Idea does one of my favorite punk Christmas songs ever. And so this is just amazing. Kings of Punk series. The original 84 12-inch EP remastered with extra tracks. Bonus material from Drinking is Great and Cleanse the Bacteria comps. Includes 22 by 22 inch poster, which is the exact size of Faji's wee wee pads. That's funny. All right, what else do we got? Let's see. All right, we got the John Lennon collection. Beautiful. Basically a, what do you call, greatest hits kind of thing. Very, very cool. One of my favorite albums of all time. When I listen to New Age or instrumental, the kind of instrumental that I like to cook to or clean the house to, this is something even above that. This is just something I can close my eyes and just listen to. And it is so incredible. And that is Peter Gabriel, Passion. This is the soundtrack for of The Last Temptation of Christ. Now, when I went to see Last Temptation of Christ in the theater, it was an amazing movie. Oh my God. It was the first time that a movie depicted Jesus as a real man. And that's what it was all about. Sending Jesus to earth to live life as a man, as a human man, right? So when we went to see this movie, there were all kinds of Christian right protesters walking around outside, and we had to actually cross their picket line. So I was just a kid. I mean, I was a teenager. So when I went inside, I called my dad on the payphone, because we didn't have cell phones back then. Called my dad on the payphone and told him, wow, there's like picketers here. Like, what the hell, I said, so if anything happens, I'm just letting you know, But this soundtrack is remarkably beautiful. as was the movie. Absolutely loved it. All right, Black Dance by Klaus Schulze. Oh God, another new age master. Klaus Schulze died a couple years ago. Another one that Carm loves. Another one that my friend Tim loves. And I absolutely adore this guy. Such great stuff. And if you love that kind of new age, relaxing music, then you need to check him out. Something Craig gave me. The Jersey Devil, a bootleg of Bruce. Look at that, Jersey people. Susie, check it out. Wild Billy's Circus Story. I played that on a podcast because it just resonates with slideshow and everything. South Jersey kids like working on the boardwalk or joining the circus to get away from home, whatever. But this is really cool bootleg. And he gave it to me because he couldn't really sell it on eBay because bootlegs they're kind of like how do you call it? Taboo. Oh, Two Virgins. Look at that. John and Yoko, Two Virgins. Beautiful. It has the privacy sleeve because, of course, they were naked. And I love this. Love it. We got Seasons of Glass, Yoko. I'm a huge Yoko fan. Are you, Susie? I mean, I never had a problem with Yoko. Craig has a problem with Yoko. I was like, she's an artist. She brought John out of his shell. She did so, and they loved each other so much. That was like one of the greatest love stories of all time, right? Am I right, Susie? And this was very intense because that's John's glasses from the night he got shot. So very, very intense. Rush Radio, the American tour with Ed Rudy. Rush Radio news disc. Fun Beatles thing. I love this. Very fun thing to have. Another 12-inch single. Give Peace a Chance. Plastic Ono Band. 12-inch single. And Remember Love. I don't remember. I think these were Swedish. Let's see if I can figure it out. Holland. They're from Holland. This one and the first 10-inch and the first 10-inch that I showed. Shaved Fish. Another John Lennon. What do you call it? Greatest hits kind of thing, right? Mother, Cold Turkey. Woman is the end of the world. Imagine. Instant Karma. Just great stuff. All right. What else we got? Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds live Seeds. I love Nick Cave. Oh my God, he's so great. So great. What other oddities do I have here? Oh, okay. I have Emerson Lake and Palmer autographed by all of Emerson Lake and Palmer. And this was given to me by my neighbor across the street. He was leaving. He was moving to Florida with his mom. And he said, he knew I collected records. And he said, I have something for you. Because there were records out on his curb. And I was like, I went through them. But I said, Billy, it's drizzling. You can't put these out here. It's like I can't do anything with them. He said, but I do have something inside for you. And it was this. Oh my God. He was a huge Emerson Lake and Power fan. He used to go to see them all everywhere that they ever played. And he got this signed. And he gave it to me before he moved away. And I loved Billy. He used to shovel my driveway, help me with anything I couldn't, do. But he's gone now. And I have my new neighbor, and he did shovel my driveway last night. Couldn't believe it. Sweet, sweet as hell. Compilation. Halloween everywhere. And this has Greyhounds, Halloween everywhere. This is just Gorehounds, Halloween everywhere. A favorite for Halloween podcast. Very, very cool record. Look. What else we got? We got a ton. One of my favorites. That's okay, Susie. Just knowing you're there is enough for me. It's enough for me. I guess everyone out there has Valentines and don't want to spend it with me. That's fine. I was offering to be their Valentine. But hey, whatever. Geen and the Grave Robbers. The Passion of the Antichrist. Okay. Geen and the Grave Robbers. This is one of the rarest records. This is only 100 were ever made of this record. And mine is number 66 of 100 right there. Look at that. So I've played them in podcasts. I absolutely adore them. All right, what else? Oh, we got the Dead Kennedys. Dead Kennedys right there. Fresh fruit for rotting vegetables. I love Jello Biafra. I think he's so intelligent and fun. Oh, look. Psycho. The Psycho soundtrack. Which one? Where'd I get which one? Susie, tell me which one you're looking at. This one? Was it this one you were talking about? Because this was so hard to get. I think I got it on Discogs, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it was Discogs. It was years ago. I don't even know if this is, I can get any of these anymore. Oh, yeah, this one? Yeah. Geen and the Grave Robbers. Yes. All right, that's the one you're talking about. Yeah. This was so hard to get. And I went crazy looking for this record. I think I got it on Discogs. I don't think it was eBay. But 66 out of 100 records. Try getting it today. Forget it, But they are so great. They're like total psychobilly. Really a fun band. I love them. Love them so much. Okay, another Nick Havermore and Ellis soundtrack, Wind River. I'm telling you, um, their soundtracks are remarkable, and these are absolutely go-to records for me. Anytime I don't know what I want to listen to, I always put on Nick Havermore and Ellis because, especially west of Memphis, it is so beautiful, so beautiful. What else do we got? Oh, Aerosmith, Nine Lives. Great album. I I hadn't heard Aerosmith in years, and one day we were listening to Sirius XM and Record King, and they played a song called, of course, everyone knows I don't want to miss a thing, Taste of India. And it was such a beautiful song that I had to grab this. So there's a 2-record set, and we had Taste of India, which is an amazing song. And of course, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing is on here. So beautiful, beautiful song. My pile's getting pretty tall here. What else? Brian Head Welch. Okay. I love this guy. I love the fact that he brought himself back from the dead. I don't care that it was, I think he rocks the house. He can be a Christian and rock the house. I mean, the guy is amazing. And if you ever heard his talks on like TED Talks or pretty much, yeah, I think it's TED Talks that I watched most of his interviews. I mean, most of his speeches on. And his story is fascinating. And if it wasn't for Jesus or God, he would have died, no doubt. So I'm very, very impressed by the way that he saved himself. And I love this album. There's a song in here that I absolutely adore. I think he's amazing. I think, let's see if I can find it. He is a remarkable man. Washed by Blood. Really, whoops, what am I doing? Amazing. Brian Head Welch from Korn. Look at that back cover. Isn't that amazing? Just beautiful, right? I love him. Love listening to him. Love listening to his daughter, who he raised because her mother died from drugs, All right, what else do we have? Oh, this is fun. Beatlemania in the USA. This was a situation where everybody was trying to cash in on the Beatle thing, and they put the Liverpools on Wincoat label, just Beatle copy bands that were trying desperately to cash in on the Beatles, and they even, how, I don't know, but they stole Beatles songs. I Want to Hold Your Hand, She Loves You, Saw Her Standing There, Please Please Me. Like, what the hell, right? What else? Very interesting George Harrison record. Wonderwall Music by George on Apple. This was, I believe, a very experimental movie soundtrack. So I heard it. I heard some of it, and I was very intrigued by it because It was a lot of sitar, and that's like one of the things that I did like about George, because last time I said I was not a George fan, but one of the things I did like about George was that he brought sitar into everything, and Inner Light, a beautiful Beatles song, that was George's. So this was very bizarre. Um, Probably didn't sell very well. I don't know. I'd have to ask Peter about that, but I had never heard of it until I heard something from it, and I said, I have to have it. One of my favorites, Black Flag. This is a 12-inch single. Black Flag, Henry Rollins, one of my favorite artists of all time. I love Henry. He's a huge record collector. He is amazing, and he did a book. And if you're a record collector and you don't have the book, it's like his book is so amazing because he's so advanced as a record collector that you listen to what he says. You know what I mean? So next video, I'll try and remember to show Henry's book because it's amazing. And this is Six Pack by Black Flag and Henry. And it's just amazing. There's 3 songs on here. There's American Waste. I've heard it before. And Six Pack. Great stuff. Just beautiful. All right, let's see. Oh, I have another Dead Kennedys right here. Beautiful, rare. Oh, no. Hey, that's not... Wow, Wow, that looked just like Dead Kennedys to me. This is a remarkable record called Sgt. Pepper Knew My Father. And this is another compilation. Do you know what I thought when I first picked this up? I thought it was like the one with the, what do you call them? The Shriners driving the little cars. When I first glanced, whatever. I'm burnt out. Sgt. Pepper Knew My Father. This is another Beatles compilation by very cool, obscure psych and alternative bands. So this is something to absolutely have. Let's see. What songs are in here? Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. A little help from my friends. It's just a great thing. I'll put this way. I don't know if you can read it. If you pause it and read it. But what a great thing. Oh my God. So great. What else do I want to show from here? There's a lot of records in here. Look, this is Action Bronson's record. I mean, I loved his show about food. I loved watching him talking about food, going all around New York City and New Jersey to taste food. He actually went to Pizza Town, USA, which is basically around the corner from me. If I knew that he was going to be there that day, I would have been there, man. But anyway, I love him as a person, but this is not my kind of music. I mean, I had to get it because I said, let me see. And he was so cool in person. Maybe his music is cool. But it's too rappy for me. But I have it. And I think it's color vinyl also. Definitely is. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Look at that color. Beautiful blue vinyl. Action Bronson. Only for Dolphins. Even the name of it made me intrigued because, I love dolphins and all animals. Okay. One of my favorite Nick Cave albums of all time, Ghosteen. He did this album after his son died, and it is so emotional and so intense. Yes, yes, me too, me too. Post Malone, he's like a cool guy, a nice guy, but you don't have to love their music. And that's what happened to me with Action Bronson. So, oh, thanks for being here, Dusty. Um, Ghosteen, the album Nick Cave recorded after his son died. His son was on an acid trip and fell off a freaking cliff. Okay. He had traumatic brain injury. He was on life support, and it affected, obviously, Nick Cave very deeply. Obviously, he's a very, very, very sensitive person, and he made this beautiful album. Oh my God. 2-record set. Highly recommend this. If you have no other Nick Cave records, get this one. Get this one. It is so beautiful. Here's the songs that are on it, if you can see. Absolutely beautiful. Ghosteen, Dancing in My Hand. Oh, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. What else do I have here? Weird thing. Beatles songs. We love you, Beatles. Another compilation, all kinds of weird stuff. We got Casey Case. I'm doing Letter from Elena on this. And Craig had done had given me the 45 on that. We have Buchanan and Greenfield, The Invasion, The Ruddles, Hold My Hand, We Love You Beatles by The Carefree. Very fun record. And the crazy thing about this record, Mark David Chapman is on the cover. Okay. Now, that's not really cool, is it? Come on. The guy killed John. Come on. Crazy. Crazy album cover. Another thing I have here is All About the Beatles by Louise Harrison Caldwell. George's sister. This is a crazy thing. The Ruddles. I know. Hilarious. That's right. George's sister. Talking about the Beatles. Crazy thing. Very fun. What else do we have? This is fun. Beatles Complete Christmas Collection, 63 to 69. I got this from Charlie back in the day. Like a bootleg of all the collected Beatles Christmas releases. Some of them are really stupid. Some of them are kind of fun, but it's cool to have them all in one place, So I got that. And that's about it from the stack. Everything else in this box is just basically John Lennon. John Lennon, Yoko. I do have a bootleg of the Let It Be recordings, which is cool. That's pretty cool. But that's it. That's a lot of records. That's an hour worth of records. So today I am your Valentine, and I just wanted to pull all of these out. I asked a couple of friends to be on here live with me, and they couldn't. So my first Valentine's Day without Skeety, and nobody wanted to hang out with me except for you guys, and I love you guys for it, and I thank you for it, and you're just amazing. Happy Valentine's Day, Dusty. Happy Valentine's Day, Susie. And if you want to ask me anything or anything about any of these records, I'll stay here for a little while. We've been here for an hour already. I have this beautiful little Reestorf Kolsch like mini beer glass. I got it in the thrift at one point, and I think it's so pretty, right? It's so I don't know what Reesdorf Kolsch is, but I believe it's thanks, Susie. I have a lot more than that. But I said let me grab this this little crate today because it's right next to my record player, and I said if Petey comes on, there's a lot of Beatles stuff in here that I could show him, but he's got the Workers finishing up in his basement today, finishing up the problems that they left, the reason that he, what do you call it, failed inspections. So they were going to fix that today. And I said, you know what? If they get out of there in time, come on in. I'll send you the link. Just come in. And it didn't happen. So I guess they're still there. Because as far as I can tell, the company is using is like, wow. You know, there have been so many issues. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Oh my God, you made it. You made it in. We're just about to close out, but I'll stay if you guys want to stay. You know, I did a ton of records already besides it's like a Jenny. I did a ton of records already, and we're basically ready to close out. But if you want me to hang out with you guys for a while, I will. Because today I'm your Valentine, okay? And you know, Jen, oh no, Dusty, these are not recent finds. This was just like this was a random crate that's right next to my phonograph. Like some of my very often played pieces, you know what I mean? They're just a random crate. Oh, sorry. Random crate that I could pick up and bring over here with us. But I want to. Oh, she's at work, so she can't turn the volume up. But it's pretty cool that you're watching us at work. You're being a rebel. You're being a real rebel, like Pee Wee. But I wanted to tell you guys. I wanted to tell you, Jenny, that inspired by your. Oh, I just can't do that anymore. Inspired by you, by your video about the cramps. I did find the Sick Rick psychobilly mask, and I said I have to. I have to have that mask because you know how much I'm into. Oh, and Dusty, you're also listening in at lunch. Oh, you guys are being rebels. I like that. You're being very punk. I like that. Very fun. And of course, me and Susie We're retired. We can do whatever we want. But you guys are being the rebels. I like that. Yeah. So I found the psychobilly with Sick Rick. I've bought many masks from Sick Rick in the past, and I think his masks are amazing. I bought my Gigi Allen from him, and I saw your psychobilly one in the Cramps video, and I said, "Oh God, I have to, you know." Hi, Dead Wax. Oh, you have the mask. You have it too, the psychobilly one. Oh, thanks for coming in, guys. This is our Valentine's Day. Um, so now we're gonna all have the mask. It's so cool because I'm a huge Cramps fan. So when I saw that he did that, I had to. Susie, you know him too. You guys all know each other. Like, so great. I am. Oh, Mick, you're here. You're here. We're still here. We just went through a ton of records, and now we were getting ready to close down, but I think we'll stay. We'll stay to talk to you guys. Because today I'm your Valentine. And like I said, Susie, I'm going to try and get my cousin to come on live with me at some point. And we'll try and talk about our punk days. We're going to have to work it out a little bit before because she's absolutely not out there. You know what I mean? She's not a YouTuber. She's not a social media person. So, and she's going through some shit, you know. But if she trusts, I keep hitting my mic. She trusts me. And so I think I can get her to come on with me. She's got an amazing punk collection. But like I said, it's on her, it's in her daughter's house. So she's going to have to get it, bring it, and show it to us. So, because she's got some things. I said, well, why are you giving them to your grandkids? I'm the record collector. Give them to me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, me and Donna, we grew up together. We lived next door to each other our entire childhood, So, we are connected, Doing music last month was other UK. Wow, 100 of them. 100 British punk records. Are you kidding me? Didn't even know there were 100 British punk records. You know what I mean? Because as soon as the Pistols came to the United States, they broke up. That was it. They can do it. And the Clash were next. People didn't. Holy crap! All pictures. You got to show that collection. You got to show that collection on YouTube because I will be enthralled. Wow. And I lived it. I was there. I was there at CBGB's, and I was there at CBGB's. I was there at the Mud Club. I was there at Heat, Max's Kansas City. That's when I was hanging out in the city in the New York punk days. So I would kill to see that collection you bought. Wow. Good. Because I wanna see that. I definitely have to see that. Amazing. There are people that kill for some of those records, now, collectors. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Wow. It's probably gonna have to be, a couple of, it's probably gonna have to be a couple of, episodes. 100 records, man. Wow. Wow. It's so amazing. Um, Jenny, are you still with us? Jenny got caught at work. She's not allowed to talk anymore. Oh, she's a teacher. She's a teacher, though. She's an art teacher, I think. All right, Dusty. I'll check them out. I'll check that out. I will definitely check them out. I have not heard of them before, but I'll definitely check them out. And you guys, I think you guys came in after I showed this random crate of records. So, uh, I guess when it plays back on YouTube, you'll get to see what I showed. But there's a lot of stuff out there that's so great. Our hobby, our obsession is probably one of the best there is. I mean, yes, Jenny has class. I love Jenny has class. Oh, I get it. How funny. Oh my God. So funny. Yep. Jenny has class, so she can't be on here. I got it. It takes me a minute, but I get it. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I'm glad you guys came in to hang with me because it's Valentine's Day and it's the first Valentine's Day since Skeety died. So I appreciate every one of you guys so much for spending this day with me. And I love you all for it. I really do. And I love talking to other record collectors. That's like a big deal for me. I like that a lot. I used to do what do you call it? Atomic Zombie Queen. I mean, like since 2006. But and that was all music. I mean, all old music, crank phonographs, records, whatever. But I got so many copyright strikes that I was afraid and I stopped and I made this channel. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna, because I have amazing videos over there, things that I would have forgotten over the years. And Charlie, visiting Charlie and all that stuff. And if they took that channel away, I would lose all of those videos. So, oh, so you got the advanced class and you don't have to even oversee them. Wow. You have the gifted children, right? That is so cool. So cool. I love you, Jenny. I do. Uh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Atomic Zombie Queen. Yeah, I stopped doing that because I got so many copyright strikes on there. Who would think that records from the 20s and 30s would have copyrights, right? I was like, what the hell? Did somebody buy all these catalogs? And and now they're copyrighted, or were they put on a what do you call it? Record store day compilation, and all of a sudden they're copyrighted? Like, what? WTF? I mean, I'm like, really? So I got nervous that they were going to take it all down, and I said, no, I'll come over here and do something different. Just share records, whatever. But I'll tell you, I was playing, those record store day things where, what's it called? You guys know. Shit. Rockabye Baby, the Rockabye Baby stuff. Yeah, greed. Absolutely. Total greed. Even with old stuff that nobody listens to. Do you know that by me playing those old things, somebody new could be turned onto it? But they don't think like that. I could turn kids onto old music that they have never heard or thought of, and no, you can't play it. But I did a video a couple weeks ago, and I was playing one of those Rockabye Baby things, the Bowie one, in the background, and I got a copyright thing for the song Changes. I'm like, how are they hearing changes in this tinkly lullaby music? I was like, wow, nothing else but changes. So now I'm trying not to play anything in the background. I always liked playing music in the background, but I'm not doing it anymore because everything is freaking copyrighted. It would seem, right? But anyway. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? Yeah, I know, right, Susie? I was shocked. No other song on the Bowie Lullaby album was pinpointed, but Changes was. I guess it was identifiable. But that lullaby music is so crazy that you can't really identify some of the music, I would think, but it happened. It happened. So, wow. See, it's so uncool. And that's why, that's why I stopped Atomic Zombie Queen, because I was just afraid that they would take it away. You're talking about years of music on there that I would probably forget about if I lost, because I don't have those videos anymore. I clean my computer all the time. You can't keep 1,000 videos on your computer. You know what I mean? So you clean them out, and then you never have them again. So I can't believe. Well, they don't do the strike thing anymore. They just tell you that, they don't take you away after 3 strikes anymore. They warn you. They say, your video's not affected, but it can't be monetized. Like, they give you like a list of things, but remember, I remember 3 strikes and you were gone back then. And now it's different. Like, they'll say, You can't be monetized. Your channel won't be affected, but um, you're using copyrighted information or whatever. So, yeah, it's not cool. Whatever. I mean, hey, it's obvious that we're just trying to teach people about music. We just want people to hear music they may not have heard. So, why can't we do it? I think YouTube has to pay them royalties. Is that right? I'm not sure. I don't know. And they're cheap and they don't want to. So, but anyway. All right, guys. What else you want to talk about before I go? I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers before, and her name is Elise Buch, and she's from Denmark. And she's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She's beautiful. She's a ginger-haired, gloriously beautiful girl. She has a vintage shop with clothing. She has a beautiful house and garden. And her whole video today was how she was doing Valentine. She was her own date for Valentine's Day. And I was just like, oh, good for her, good for her. Since I don't have my Valentine anymore. But I got you guys. So I'm your Valentine for today, okay? That was my intention, to be here and be your Valentine. And you guys are all my Valentine too. And I appreciate you so much. So, you want me to go on or can I? Do we want to talk about anything else? Let me know. Oh, the sun's shining on my face, weirdly. Uncle Floyd. The one and only Uncle Floyd. Jersey legend. All right, guys. That's it for me. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Valentine's Day. I am your Valentine. Keep hitting my mic. Comment, subscribe, spread the love. I love you all. And Tink merch below. Radio Tink podcast link below. Patreon link below. And until next time. Oh, hugs to Vaji. Vaji, you got some hugs. Until next time, I love you all, and I will see you all next time. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Mwah. You made my Valentine's special.